Who did you
I have
reject
a
that
very
God
powerful
sent?
and prophetic word for people that I want to say mentees, people that I have poured into. I feel this in my spirit so strongly because of some words that God gave me and has been giving me for over a week or so. And not even just mentees, just people in general who I've given a lot of prophetic words to. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times your blessings never come packaged the way you expected it or even how you wanted it. Okay? I'm really that blessing that you didn't know you need until you no longer had access to me. And now you're thinking about, wow, all she really tried to do was get me to serve God. All she tried to get me to do was to open my spiritual eyes and ears so I can see all the foolishness that's going on right before my face, right? And so I'm going to pull this Bible verse up because I think it'll bless you. In Isaiah 8 and 14, he will be a holy place for both Israel and Judea. He will be a stone that causes people to stumble and a rock that makes them fall. And for the people of Jerusalem, he will be a trap and a snare. Let me break this down for you so you can fully understand what this means. In other words, people who reject God are going to fall heavily. Not just a little bit, but heavily. And so sometimes people may be the biggest blessing, but because it did not come packaged the way that you thought it would, you have a problem with that because they don't carry what you used to seeing in the church. Even for the spouse that God has for you, the man that God has for you, he might not even necessarily be as financially stable as you. He may not have a bunch of different things, right? But if God called you to this person, it's for a reason. It's the same way with a woman, vice versa with a man. And so because we're such visual people, we don't rely on the spirit. We don't trust in God. We don't actually believe and have faith that God will restore us, right? That he will bring us out of these different things. And so sometimes God will send people to you that he knows you're going to reject. He knows that your heart is going to be hardened. He knows that there are things on the inside of you, right? That maybe in this other person you don't even like because you don't fully love yourself and you're not secure in who you are. And so I have come across so many people, right, that I've planted some amazing seeds in and they have went on and 99.9% of them go backwards. And it is so sad how people do not continue their journey with God. Even after all the things I've taught them, I want you to really take this TikTok serious. Do me a favor, ask God, who has become a stumbling block to me, God, that you actually sent to bless me? Let me school y'all. In the Old Testament, do you know it said God actually hardened the heart of Pharaoh? Did you know that? Did you know all that witchcraft, all that stuff that Pharaoh was doing, God actually already knew? He hardened the heart of Pharaoh. Let me bless you real quick. God may have hardened the heart of your family members so they can reject you, so he can isolate you, and so he can spring forth everything that God has for you. God may have hardened the heart of your coworkers, right? Because you couldn't stop gossiping. Because you couldn't stop doing certain things. So because God wants to take you higher, he may have isolated them. Do you know God hardens the heart of people? So a lot of times, oh baby, I'm that blessing you ain't know you need until you ain't have me no more. Message. But I'm going to get off of that. But really think about what I said today. Because there's a lot of people that God brought into your life that you rejected. Let that sink.